Hello, everyone, and welcome to Herbal Happy Hour. I'm Emily Watson of Artemisia Academy, and we are going to do a little round robin with some really rad ladies that I've met from across the country that run incredible herbal businesses and deal with real herbal business problems. So, we're going to start with a little go around, introduce yourself, where you live, your name, your business, and today we're going to be talking about social media and all the fun problems as well as interesting things we've been learning about it to share with you guys. So let's go around. Erica, go.
Well, yeah. So I am Erica McCrum. I created Sweet Fern Apothecary. I'm located in northern Wisconsin on the shores of Lake Superior. I am a clinical herbalist. I've been practicing and studying Chinese medicine for over 20 years, and have my one-on-one practice. And I also love teaching and sharing about herbalism to empower people and taking care of themselves. And I own the apothecary, so I also have products to make it easy for people to have the tools to take care of themselves.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Abby.
Hi, I'm Abby Artemisia, two Artemisias here. And I live in the Appalachian Mountains in Asheville, North Carolina. I created the Wander School. I teach foraging and herbal education. I've been studying herbalism for 30 years and teaching for 20. I love teaching. I love empowering people with how to find free food and medicine and create wellness for all of us, make it accessible. Um, I am also opening my community herbal wellness program practice where I see clients and really just love supporting people to feel empowered in healthcare.
That's super awesome. Thanks, Abby. Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy Bolt, and I live in Westminster, Maryland. My clinical practice, my business is called Wild Woman Medicine, and my farm where I grow a lot of the herbs that I use with my clients and to make medicine is the Barefoot Medicine Farm. And I graduated from MUIH with a master's in therapeutic herbalism in 2014. So since then, I've been kind of dabbling in all kinds of different things with herbalism and teaching and opened my clinical practice about 5-ish years ago. And I specialize in sleep, anxiety, and digestive related disorders. So do a lot of teaching. My background was as a teacher prior to being an herbalist. And I'm a yoga teacher. We have lots of classes on the farm here for both foraging and herbalism in general and yoga. Yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Thanks so much, Amy. Well, I'm Emily Watson. I'm the director of Artemisia Academy of Herbal Arts and Healing. We're located in Southern California. I specifically live in the mountains of Santa Barbara. These are the mountains behind me. And we have 3 online herbal programs training people how to become herbalists as well as how to run successful holistic entrepreneurial businesses. So we've been doing online courses, in-person courses, and occasional workshops and fun medicine making apothecary parties, and as well as do herbal consultations and such as well. And then I've been a clinical herbalist, nutritionist, and a retired massage therapist now for many years. And definitely am excited about this group because as I've been going through my herbal journey, finding people at the same point in my herbal practice and business has been an isolating experience. Like I feel like there's not a lot of people in our area that are at the same level. And so I ran into a couple of these fabulous ladies at the International Herbal Symposium last year, and then opened it up to bring Erica in as well. And so we've kind of just been chatting and gabbing for the last few months, and I've started kind of talking about some fun topics that we thought we'd share with all you guys. So today we're going to talk about social media and the madness and the insanity of running your business and doing that. And so, yeah, let's just open up the floor and say, like, what has been working for you guys? What has been frustrating for you guys? Let's just chat about it a little bit. So who wants to go first?
I can
I-
start. Oh,
don't go for it. You should totally go first.
yeah. So I have been on social media for a long time. I would say my main focus has been Instagram lately, and I have a large following there. And what happened was I hired a 20 something to help me with my marketing, and my followers exploded like very quickly. And we were doing lots of videos about foraging. And so I would say, like, here's this plant, this is what it does, this is how to identify it. However, what I noticed is what I've heard from other people, that though my followers exploded, the conversion didn't happen. So those people weren't buying. And this is very common from what I hear from people and from marketing classes. And so to me, what's really important is that engagement in creating community. I have taken several marketing classes from teachers that I love. So I'll just name a few names here. One is Luna Dietrich, one is Simone Soul, and one is Sam Garcia. And they're all somewhat similar in their themes, which really to me, the most important part is to be authentic. And for me, that has done a number of things. It has helped create community to help people feel less isolated, like they're not alone in the world, they're not alone in their health issues, and um, it makes it so it is not as irritating to be on social media. Because let's be real, like as a business owner, it is a chore. It takes a lot of time. And so sharing authentically instead of like trying to create an aesthetic, which like I don't want to do. I don't have time for that. I don't want to spend all my time editing reels. I just want to tell people things that will be helpful to them, but also relatable things about what's actually going on in my real life. Because, like, this is my real life in my apothecary. Like, if you saw a white background with like everything perfectly organized, you would think that's who you have to be an herbalist. And like, that is not any real herbalist I know. So, um, so yeah, the engagement, and I just created this group on Facebook because now I'm finding more engagement on Facebook, it seems, and it's called the PM Club, like P/M. We'll put it in the notes, but for perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause, and all of a sudden, within a few days, there's 100 followers, 100 members of that group, because it's totally changing my niche, but it's something that I'm in the middle of, so I know very intimately. And it's something that not enough people are talking about and that people really want support on. So that would be my big um, suggestion, like twofold: be authentic, maybe threefold: do something that you don't hate, and um, create community around something that there's a need for.
I love it, and I definitely resonate with the authenticity. I feel like that's where a lot of us have been talking about too. So, Erica, jump in. You were kind of jumping in last, so I'll let you
Sure.
go.
So I'm newer to the social media world. I live off grid. I live in the woods. There is like one bar of service and I don't have Wi-Fi. And so I was always one of those like, oh yeah, I'll be on Facebook, I'll be on whatever, Instagram, but I would kind of like look from the background. I never wanted to be a person who posted. And then when I started my apothecary, and it's actually a storefront, um, I was like, oh, I better show up. And so that was a huge learning curve for me. And one, I don't like selling things, which sounds like counterproductive for owning a store. It really irks me. Like that salesy, like, oh, you need to have, or like, don't, you better get this before it's gone. Like, it just makes me feel sick inside to try and do things like that. And so learning that what I have to offer is something people want and they need. And that, if I didn't share about it, they wouldn't know it existed, and then I wouldn't be serving them. And that idea of like serving people to help them solve their problem, like they can't sleep, or they have really gassy bellies, or maybe they have a lot of anxiety, like having these different tools available so that people know that they can support themselves is huge. So social media has been great for trying to get that out there. Have been working with a social media coach pretty closely for almost a year. It'll be like a year in March or April, and I have pretty much like gotten a crash course on like how to use this system because I was so hands off and didn't know how to use this. Everything from like, what do you put in your bio and how does the bio work? Like, how does the SEO from that make you searchable for people inside the app and on Google, which is insane. Um, to like, how do you make a banner and what are people looking for? Like, what kind of content is going to engage with people, being really authentic, like how do stories work? All of that has been a huge learning curve for me. And I feel like I'm starting to get it. Like people come in my store or see me places and they're like, oh my gosh, your reels are amazing. And this is coming from someone who like, one, I'm a middle child, so like I do not like the spotlight on me at all. And somebody who like never used technology for years and years. So yeah, so like it's definitely become doable. It's really helped my business. I can see a difference when I use it and don't use it. Um, and it allows me to reach beyond, like my town is 2,000 people and it's really allowed me to reach this greater audience. And I don't have a huge following. I have less than 1,000 people that follow me, but the people that are on there engage really strongly, and that feels really good to have that strong community. So, agree with Abby on that part. Yeah, so that's been social media for me.
I want to say, like, I've seen your growth journey a little bit, and it's pretty exciting because I feel like you're 10 times savvier than I am, and you're way newer. So congratulations on that. You're pretty sweet. Yeah,
Thanks, Emily.
yeah. And who is your social media coach?
Her name is Annika. It's the Maven Social Club, which I think there might be like another type of a Maven social club out there, but she has a course called Content to Cash, and it's really focused on product-based businesses and like helping you to learn how to get your product out to the public.
It's really cool. Thank you for sharing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Amy, you want to jump in?
My relationship with social media is tumultuous. I don't want to really be on there because I find if I open any app or whatever, like I start scrolling and I don't get to what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't like bringing in sometimes all of that energy that I don't necessarily want. So I I go through spurts of trying something. I prefer, I think, Instagram for some reason to Facebook. And I have more people that like just organically found me on Facebook than the effort that I put into I would think more of like an Instagram. But um I don't have a coach and I don't have a 20 something year old because my kids refuse to help me with this. So I don't have any of those assets to help. But I cannot help but be goofy. So I've tried the whole like professional herbalist thing a little bit, and that just doesn't resonate with me because that's just not who I am. And so I do a lot better with people one-on-one, I think. And so me going out into the community, me teaching, me doing things like that has been much more helpful for me finding clients personally. I don't actually know that. Yeah, I think my conversion with social media in terms of like finding actual like one-on-one clients has probably not been very good. But we haven't talked about this as a group, but I put a lot of emphasis onto my newsletter. So I have quite a large organically found group of a large people, amount of people that are on my newsletter list that I send out weekly. And so whereas I get frustrated trying to make a 30-second clip that's taken me like an hour to put together and finalize, that just goes there and is gone. that the energy that I put into my newsletters and my, story or whatever it happens to be that I'm talking about that week, I get a lot of feedback from people with those either responding to my emails or seeing me in the community and talking to me about them. So, yeah. So I'm sporadically on social media because again, I hear something and I'm like, oh, I should try that. Maybe that makes a big difference. And then I'll do it really well, and then I'll just like drop off. But I don't know that there's like a one right way for anybody to do anything with any of this kind of business. And so I think everyone just needs to find what works, but being authentic definitely, I hope helps. I can't really do it otherwise. So I think it's important, to let your personality come through and your passion, comes through. And it's easier for me to get to my community and work with them, but I really do want to reach out beyond that because I see people both in person and online virtually. So when I'm working with them, so I'm really trying to reach a broader audience. But that has been my ultimate struggle for years here, is trying to actually get that to happen.
Hear ya, and the struggle is real. I've been on social since the beginning of my business, and before then I was never on social because I was in political activist groups, and we thought that social media was tracking people. So I was like not inherently into the world of social media until I started marketing as a job. I worked as a marketing manager for massage business for massage school for many years, and that was before the age of Instagram. And then once I started my own business, that was the first thing that I work traded for, and then eventually hired out, is I knew that I couldn't run my business and do social at the same time. So I immediately like exported that. And that was great for my sanity, but long term, I also realized that I like was never the front of the face of my business for so many years. And I see people that started at the same time as I did that were in reels and, the face front from the very beginning. And I definitely feel like it hurt my business for not showing up like that for a long time. So in the last couple of years, we finally put all of our courses online. And since I've been in online school, I have finally freed up enough time and space to start looking at social media again for myself. And I feel lucky I don't get caught in the doom scroll that you're talking about, Amy. Like, I'm not into it, but I do get the imposter syndrome a lot of like, oh, people do it so much better than me, and I'm not as techy or as cool or as flashy or like happy gosh, you just go off and like have these great stories that you share, and like I just don't want to talk that. I want to talk that long, but I can't talk like in a real format for some reason. It gives me total anxiety. But this last year, I've definitely gotten more into YouTube because I realized that the place where I am allowed to rant forever is YouTube. And I kept trying to be an Instagram person, and I can't talk for less than a minute. It's not possible. And YouTube, you can talk for 20 minutes at a time. So that's pretty easy. So I really like that Erica and Amy, you were both talking about like conversion rates. And like, if you guys don't know what that means, it's like converting your social following to your email list. And as Amy was talking about, like your email list, that's where you get to keep your audience. That's where you can actually start potentially selling to people in a way that matters and converting people to buying stuff. And so this year I'm focusing a lot more on like doing things that convert people on my online presence to my email list. And that's like through offering freebies or low cost classes or things like that, where, people are interested in engaging with my content, but then also doing something to get on my email list rather than just seeing one reel and then never seeing them again. So that's been my biggest focus, and trying to show my face again. And learning formats that, like, for me, like that's really been the biggest thing, is figuring out and experimenting with formats that work. And so this year I finally like downloaded CapCut for the first time. I know you guys, it's sad. But it's finally gotten to a point where with AI, everything, I can make it a reel and edit something down very quickly without it taking 2 to 3 hours and being very frustrated. So I'm really grateful for the changes in technology and making it more accessible to someone that's a little slower, maybe like me, that can't handle video editing. So yeah. But Yeah, that's my journey so far, and it's definitely ongoing. So focus on what works for you guys. I like what Amy was saying is like we all got our own style. Just be real, be you, and don't put too much pressure because I think we've all been working on growing and it's slow. Who feels like it's slow? I do, for sure. Yeah. So we're gonna just keep this one quick today, but tell us one thing you guys that you want to share with the group, and then we'll chat with you all later about other fun herbal and business stuff. So anything that you guys want to share of your offerings to let people know about? Abby, go for it.
Sure. So the PM Club that I mentioned on Facebook is free and private. So it's a safe space to share your peri/menopausal journey and get support from other folks. I will be teaching a class coming up very soon called Putting the Pause Back in Peri/Menopause and making the journey more easeful. So that will be a low cost class. And I'm also offering herbal wellness consultations for people dealing with perimenopause or menopause or really a wide variety of health issues. So if you want support for your health, check that out.
I love it. Amy, what about you?
I'm speaking of perimenopause because I'm there too. I'm having a webinar on holistic approaches to supporting your body through perimenopause. We're gonna be talking about nutrition and diet, well, that's the same thing, and herbs and lifestyle and all kinds of different things that can really decrease some of these symptoms and uncomfortable and just like changing the perspective, like really shifting the narrative on this whole thing. So I'm doing it in person, but I'm also having an online version for people if they want to join on March 3rd. You can get information for that on my website. It's on Eventbrite, but yeah, so that'll be a fun evening to chat about all that. And I have a spring transition webinar that's also coming so that you can prepare your body for spring and kind of get rid of any of the extra gunk that's been holding on since winter to lighten the load a little bit for spring and wellness practices and mindfulness and all kinds of fun stuff. So check it out.
Love it. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Erica.
Yeah. So I do have an online class that I'm going to be offering at the end of February. You can find it on my website. It's going to be herbs for depression. Um, and I also see clients one-on-one. I have a Chinese medicine background, but I like to work with Western herbs, and so that's kind of I'm a general practitioner, herbalist. So I can see people over Zoom and mail herbs out or make recommendations for things that you can find yourself if that's what you want or need to do. Um, yeah, and then I also, my apothecary is online and you can find anything on there. And I'm always here for help and guidance for people. So it's sweetfernapothecary.com is my website, and you can find all of those things on there.
Awesome. And we'll also be listing everyone's links that they're talking about down below in our show notes too. So, and then, yeah, I am really excited. Last year we did our Align Your Business workshop, and we're bringing it back again this year. And so, especially for people that have been thinking about running an herbal business or holistic business of any kind and have been dabbling, but not really sure where to go, what to start, like what permits they need, what GMPs they need, like all the good rounds of back end from planning your business to, marketing and doing financial stuff. Our Align Your Business workshop goes through the 4 holistic directions of running a holistic business. So that will be a free workshop that we're offering this next month, and then it'll be available online after that. And it kind of funnels into our really awesome 1-year mentorship program for our holistic entrepreneurial program to help get you the guidance you need to run your business for the first year through. So we will have links for that down below too. So thank you all for joining us for Herbal Happy Hour. This is our first time recording, and we're excited to just hang out, share with you guys. And if you guys want to join us for more, make sure to follow us and like, share, spread the word. And then if there's any topics that you guys want to hear about from a bunch of clinical herbalists running their own businesses, this is a place for you to ask us questions as well. So we'd love to hear what you guys want to know about as well going forward. So hope you guys have a great day. And anyone else? All right. Have fun, you guys. We'll see you soon.